Hey, yo, it's MalReactTV. No filters, just facts, and what a real react.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Man, so we got this dude Govan, man, who was allegedly supposedly set up the Young Dolph murder or whatever. But he's already getting interviews. He was found innocent. He already getting interviews. He just dropped one on Vlad right now. So these dudes is capitalizing off of this fast. So let's check out the interview and see what he got to say.
All right, here we go. Today we have Hernandez Govan, who just was found not guilty by a Memphis jury of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder for the killing of Young Dolph. Today he joins us to do his first interview after the case. Hernandez, welcome to VladTV.
Appreciate you for having me.
Well, me and you have actually been talking for a while.
Correct.
And we were supposed to do this interview a while back, but then things kind of went haywire, so
Yeah.
here we are today. So I want to start at the very beginning. Born and raised in Memphis?
Correct.
Now, you got into a lot of trouble over the course of your life.
Yeah.
So over 26 years, you were in and out of jail for various crimes like aggravated assault, drug possession, and so forth.
Yes.
Why are you getting in trouble so much?
Well, I'm sure you know I grew up in an environment called Orange Mound, home of A-Ball and MJG. So, you know, it's a pretty rough environment to say it in a nice way. So, you know, growing up, that was all around me. It was all I seen.
What was the longest bid that you did?
5.
For what?
Gun possession and drugs.
Okay, so leading up to the incident, you and Big Jook had a relationship.
Yes. He was an associate of mine. Yes, sir.
You were how old when you met him?
Met Jook when I was around between 22, 25 years of age.
Okay, you guys used to gamble together.
Yeah, that's how we met, gambling.
Okay, and you guys are like almost cousins?
Yeah, his mom married someone years ago. Was in a relationship with someone years ago that I'm very close to. And I'll just say that. And so, you know, we used to, you know, that's how we became close associates back in the day. Got comfortable with each other gambling and things like that.
Okay, and Big Jook is the brother of Yo Gotti.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's your relationship with Yo Gotti?
I don't have a relationship with him. I never met him, never did any business with him whatsoever. That's why it was strange to me, all the comments and hoorah on social media accusing me of doing things that was absolutely not true, because I never had any dealings with Yo Gotti whatsoever, period.
Now, what about Young Dolph?
Yeah, I knew Dolph personally, yes, sir. We did business years ago before he actually blew up. He was rapping at the time, but he hadn't blown up yet. You know, just being in the streets, selling petty marijuana back and forth. So, yeah, I knew Dolph personally. He was a good dude.
Okay, and you also had a relationship with Daddy O, who's the owner of Paper Route Records.
Correct, yes,
Okay,
sir.
what's that relationship about?
Just the same. I met Daddy O from, I got a brother named Ziploc from South Memphis. And we used to just sell petty marijuana years ago, in and out of hotel rooms when we were younger, just doing our thing, just trying to hustle. Now,
You and Dolph, did you ever have a falling out, or did you have a good relationship overall?
never had a falling out with Dolph. You know, we did a couple transactions years and years ago. We never had a reason to fall out. I'm not a rapper, you know. Dolph was just, this one he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And at the beginning of his music career. And so, you know, anytime we met up and did business, it was all good. Never had an issue.
Well, at one point, Young Dolph and Yo Gotti started getting into it. Do you know the reason why the friction actually started? Because you hear like 20 different stories.
Well, from what I understand, I know Gotti tried to sign him years ago. And, you know, for whatever reason, Dolph decided not to. I think Dolph was close friends with Gucci Mane at the time. Gucci and Gotti relationship kind of deteriorated over the years. And I think that just all played a factor or whatever the case may be, you know.
Hey, man, in the comments below, y'all think he did it? Y'all think he had something to do with it? Man, he was found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, though, like, because I knew if he was found not guilty, he was about to do a whole lot of interviews, too. A whole lot of interviews. That's the crazy part about this. It's like, man, dude got all this going on right now. And I know he got some. I know No Jumper probably chiming in on him, want to bring him over there. And there's probably some other people like Cam Capone. So he about to get a lot of interviews. He about to make some checks. So he about to get some checks off of this for sure.
Dolph deciding not to sign and giving his reasons for not wanting to sign the CMG. The story about it being about a girl or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I heard that also.
Yeah, that's absolutely not true. It was just a potential business deal gone bad from what I understand.
Well, you have rap beefs where people do diss records against each other, but in this case, it escalated into actual violence. Dolph got shot up in LA at one point, and then he was in a bulletproof car. They got shot up, you know, down south at a later point. So there was just a lot of chaos that that was happening during that time. From your point of view, like, you don't know Gotti, but you're friends with Jook, and you also know Dolph. What did you think about these things escalating in Memphis and all over the South?
Well, you know, actually, you know, when you sit back and you analyze everything, you know, and just giving my honest opinion on it, and I mean, numerous of other people have said what I'm about to say. I don't think you can go find one song where you hear Yo Gotti dissing Dolph. It was more so Dolph every time. Every other song he dropped, he was mentioning Gotti and Jook, and sometimes his family. And so I think they kind of lit the fire to it, escalated it, or whatever the case may be. I do know of a situation, not the name drop, but we got a very well-known, respected NBA player from our city that wanted to see the beef end. He reached out to a well-respected club promoter in Memphis, Tennessee, and asked him to reach out to both parties and try to dead the beef. Well, he reached out to Gotti, and Gotti was all for it. He was open to having a conversation with Dolph, possibly meeting up to put an end to it. When this particular club promoter reached out to Dolph, Dolph said, fuck no, hung up the phone in his face and blocked him. He didn't want no parts of squashing it, and I'm just being honest about the situation. So, you know.
Nigga sure did start talking at the end, didn't he? He know more than what he know more than what he's saying, but he ain't gonna get on there. Like he said, he ain't about to name drop. But I guess this man is trying to clear himself up because shit, man, you know how it is. There was a lot of shit going down in Memphis behind Dolph, I see. But yeah, hey, it's your boy MalReactTV. I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.